In our last lecture, we have performed this asynchronous operation for fetching our product detail information. Now what we will do, inside this product details.jsx, we are just going to fetch the data and render in our component. The first thing, we are going to fetch the state. For that, we will be using useSelector. Inside this, we are going to pass the callback function, and here argument we will be passing state. Then what we have to access? We have to access state.product, and we have already seen what this will be returning. And if we are using this hook, then we have to import this, import useSelector from React-Redux. Now from this state, what all values I will restructure? Let me just come here. I want loading, I want error, I want this product. So here I'm just going to write this const. Directly I'm just going to access loading, I will access error, and then finally I'm just going to access product. So from state I will only access these three properties. Then we have to dispatch the action. For that, what we will be using, let me just create one variable, dispatch. We are going to use this use dispatch hook. As soon as I hit enter, use dispatch will be imported. Now let me come here. As soon as I click on the product, in my URL, I will be having this product ID. And inside app.jsx, let me just come here. I will open app.jsx, and here while passing the route, dynamically I have passed this ID. So from URL, first I have to access the ID, and that ID I have to dispatch with this function. So I'm just going to open this product details.jsx. Below this, I will be writing log. Inside this, I will simply use this use params hook. And this hook we will be getting from React Router DOM. Now I will come here, inspect this. Now here you can see I am having object inside which I am having ID. So whatever product ID we are having, that ID I will be getting. Now directly I'm just going to destructure this ID. And why we are having this ID property? Why? Because exact same thing we have passed in app.jsx. You can see we are passing ID. So we will have the property ID. Now remove the log. Instead, I will be writing const. Directly, I'm just going to destructure ID. And from here, I will be removing this closing parenthesis. So successfully using this ID, we are able to access product ID. Then finally, I'm just going to create this use effect. As soon as I hit enter, use effect will be imported. Inside this, I will be passing two arguments. First will be the callback function, and second will be the dependency array. Here, I will be checking for the condition. If I am having ID, then I'm just going to dispatch the action. And what action I have to dispatch? I have to dispatch get product details. As soon as we hit enter, get product details will be imported, and inside this I will be passing the argument ID. So whatever product ID I am having, that product ID I am going to pass. And here if I am having any error, then what I will do, I will return, and inside this I'm just going to dispatch that remove errors. Dispatch, I will be writing this remove errors. As soon as I hit enter, remove errors will be imported. Okay, by any chance, if I am having any error, then I am going to clear the error. If not, directly, I'm just going to dispatch this get product detail with the product ID. Now I will come here, refresh once. Now you can see product details, and this is nothing but the payload. Let me just come to product slice, and inside this fulfill state, we are simply logging this product details. And inside this action.payload, whatever response we are sending, that data will be present. I am having success to be true, and I am having product. As soon as I open, whichever product I have clicked, that product information will be displayed here. Okay. Before rendering this data inside the component, we are going to handle this loading and error component. I will come to product details.jsx, and here this effect should be running whenever our component is mounting. So inside this, I will be passing dispatch, and also if I click on another product, there I will be having different product ID. If my product ID is changing, then also I have to run this effect. So both dispatch and ID, we are going to pass inside this dependency array. Now for error, exact same thing what we have rendered in home.jsx, I will come here, copy this entire use effect, and inside this product details, I'm going to paste. If I am having any error, then accordingly show the error message and then clear this error messages. And here we are using toast, remove last letter, hit enter. Toast will be imported from React Toastify. Now let me come here, refresh this. We are not having any error. But instead of 4, if I give 5, hit enter. Now you can see I am having product not found. So successfully we are able to give the error. I will be giving 4. Now I will be having this result. Now what I will do for loading component, how we have done in home.jsx, you can also do in this way. But let me show you another way. Directly below this, I will be checking for the condition. If loading is through, then what I will do, I will be doing early return. And inside this, I will be passing fragments. And whenever my component is loading, I want to show navbar. Below this, I want to show footer. And in between, I want to show this loader component. Okay, do not forget to import all the components, whatever we are using. Now I will come here, refresh once. Okay, maybe it was very fast, but as soon as we load, we will be having one loading component, and this entire content will not be displayed. Instead, we will only have navbar and footer. If you do not want to show navbar and footer, and if you only want to show the loader, accordingly, what we have done in home.jsx, you can render in same way. Now let me just open this Redux dev tool. Here we are having pending, and then we are having this fulfill state. Below this we are having timeline. Now let me show you. You can see this is the pending. So we are having navbar, we are having footer, and then we will be having loading component. But as soon as it is fulfilled, we will have entire content. So at any point, if you're having any issues, then you can use the extension and you can see the result. Now finally, what we will do, inside this static structure, wherever we have displayed this dummy data, whatever product information we are having, that information we are going to pass. So step by step, we are going to change entire thing. So inside this title, first wrap inside JavaScript mode, remove the single quotes, and here I will be using template string. Now inside this, from this product, I'm just going to access name. Now let me just come here, inspect this. Now you can see title is changed. I am having product 3 because I have clicked on product 3, and from this product, I have just accessed this name. So that name will be displayed in title. Then next we are having image, remove this. Here I will be passing product. From there I will be passing this image, and from image I have to access this 0th index, and from there we have to access this URL. So here I will be writing 0th index, and then I will be writing URL. Now let me refresh. Now at this point you can see React is not able to access the product, and when it is trying to display the information, it is not having any result. So that is the reason we will have cannot read properties of null reading name. So what I will do, below this I will be checking for the condition. If we are having any error, or if we are not having any product, then let me open. I will copy this entire return, and here I will be pasting. But inside this, I do not want to show this loader. Instead, I will copy this entire page title, below this I will be pasting, and inside this I will give the title as product details. Okay, if I am not having any product or if I am having any error, then simply I just want to show this entire component. Now let me refresh, and now if you see here, image will not be displayed. Why? Because here we are trying to display relative path. So what we will do, we are going to add this replace method, and dot slash we are going to replace with this slash. But inside product.js directly we are able to render this image. If you are not able to render image directly, you can add this replace method, and this dot slash you can replace with this slash. Later on we will remove this, and once we upload the image in Cloudinary, that time we are going to use URL of that image. Now I will come here. You can see image will be displayed, and inside this product title I will copy this, and here I will be passing. If I am not having any image, then product title will be shown. Here also I will be writing. Now for this description, let me open this. For description, we are having the property description. Let me come here, remove this entire thing. Here I will be writing product dot description. Save. Come here, you can see whatever product description I am having, I am able to display, as well as I am able to display this title. Next, we are having price. Let me just see. Here we are having price property. Remove this. Inside this, I will be writing product dot price. And for this, we are having price as 300. So 300 will be displayed. Then here for this ratings, we have to show this average rating. Let me just come here. Inside this value, I will be passing product dot ratings. Now save this. Accordingly, ratings will be displayed. Then below that, we have to display number of reviews, and here we are having number of reviews as 2. So inside this, let me remove this entire thing. In place of this, from this product, I'm just going to access number of reviews. Save, come here. Okay, I am only having parenthesis. Let me just check. Here I will be passing num reviews. So whatever properties we are having, exact same thing we have to pass. So here I am having 2. And inside product.jsx, we are checking for the condition. If my number of reviews is 1, then we have to display this text, or else we have to display this reviews. So exact same thing I will copy, and inside this I'm going to paste. Now come here, you can see I'm having 2 reviews. So till here, successfully we have rendered our entire data. Next lecture, we will see conditionally how to display this entire content.